information night. And I just want to throw out a couple thank yous to the Sherwood Park Alliance Church for hosting us tonight, and to Strathcona Christian Secondary School, and to all of our students who are live streaming the event. Thank you so much for your time and for the venue. I'd like to welcome those watching online at Fort Saskatchewan High School and Lamont Junior Senior High School. Welcome to our event, and hope you get something very informational from tonight. In case you're wondering, the PowerPoint and the actual live stream will be up on Elk Island Public Schools website at eips.ca tomorrow. So if you do want to review the PowerPoint or see our wonderful little speeches, you're welcome to view that tomorrow. And just so you know, the purpose of this evening is to just give you a really brief summary of planning for high school, the importance of sitting down and having those key conversations, and for us to try to explain what it all means. And then this will give you an opportunity to make informed decisions over the next 2 months to 3 months as far as choosing those courses and choosing those schools for you. You were given a handout when you walked in, and what this handout is, it's just a back-to-back guide to high school completion requirements, and on the back of that, a really great planning guide for choosing those courses. It's very succinct, it's very easy to use, so please use this as you go through the planning process for choosing courses and for choosing your school. At the end of our PowerPoint presentation, you might have noticed out in the lobby that there are a bunch of tables and set up out there. And the opportunity for that, any questions that you have, at the conclusion of our presentation, we're just going to exit out one of these 2 doors into the lobby, and there will be divisional leaders from around Elk Island Public Schools who will be available to talk to you about and answer any questions that you may have. The tables are broken down into different sections, so there will be a section for English, for social studies, for athletics, for phys ed, for all of those different sections. So take a look at the table about the topic of the question that you are looking for. Please proceed to that table, and we'll have lots of staff there to answer those individual questions. I was told right click, so I just wanted to make sure it worked. And just so you are aware, we do have several high schools within Elk Island Public Schools, and they are all being represented tonight by principals, assistant principals, teachers, and consultants from our division. So we have Andrew School from an Andrew, we have our Ardrossan Junior Senior High from Ardrossan, Bev Facey Community High from Sherwood Park, Fort Saskatchewan High School from Fort Saskatchewan, Lamont Junior Senior High from Lamont, Next Step has a bunch of different sites from Sherwood Park, Fort Saskatchewan, and Vegreville. Salisbury Composite High from Sherwood Park, Strathcona Christian Secondary from Sherwood Park, and Vegreville Junior Senior High. So at this time, we're going to run through a PowerPoint, and there's going to be a whole bunch of different people talking to you. So at this time, I'm going to throw it over to Tamaya Richardson and Darby Hansen, and they're going to take you through some of the important things to know about high school.
Thank you. Good evening. So to start, I'm going to talk a little bit about the different pathways to high school completion. There are 3 pathways to high school completion, 2 of the most common. The first one is the diploma, the Alberta High School Diploma. The second being the Certificate of High School Achievement and the Certificate of School Completion. So with the high school diploma and the certificate of achievement and even the certificate of completion, most students take 3 years to complete high school, but some do take 4 or more. It's important to look at each individual kind of structure for what you want your high school pathway to be. The high school diploma is typically, well, we want a minimum of 100 credits. But it can definitely, we expect you to be getting more than that when you're in high school. Typically, you would do 40 credits in your grade 10 year, 40 credits in your grade 11 year, and 30 or more in your grade 12 year. Some things to note are that math and science only need to be taken up to the 20 level. Both the -1 and the -2 streams are academic streams, so it's really important to look at what you're needing for your post-secondary goals or your post-high school goals, and what your specific programs are looking for. The routes are very different from when I was in school. So both that -1 and -2 streams are academic streams. So it's important to look at what works best for you and your individual high school program. The Certificate of High School Achievement is a little bit different. It's an 80 credit certificate. It's geared more for students who are looking at possibly trade after high school, not following an academic post-secondary pathway in exactly the same way. The last one is an Alberta Certificate of High School Completion. This is geared more for students who might have a significant cognitive delay or have been involved in some kind of special education programming. They may qualify for this Certificate of High School Completion. Tammy?
Thanks, Darby. Good evening. What is a credit? Oh, let's move on. There we go. What is a credit? When you reach high school, every credit is based on 25 hours of instruction. So a typical high school course is worth 5 credits, and a student must achieve 50% to receive credit in that course. And as mentioned, throughout high school, grade 10 would normally be a 40 credit course load, grade 11 a 40 credit course load, and grade 12 a minimum of 30. The course numbers, there we go. Most courses have 3 digits, so the first 2 digits represents the grade or the year of high school, and the hyphenated number refers to the route or the pathway of the courses. So again, there are many pathways throughout high school, and as you choose your courses, keep in mind again that the academic courses include both the -2 and the -1 courses. It's important to look at the program requirements that you're looking forward to in your post-secondary education, and then make a plan of how you're going to choose your courses for high school. So work your way back of what you need when you finish in grade 12, and then look back, then move towards grade 11 and then to grade 10, and whatever courses you choose for grade 10, the aim is to get you to that goal at the end. Keep in mind as well your strengths, your interests, and the abilities that you have in terms of the courses that you pick. Prerequisites. In high school, certain courses, they build on each other as you move through grades 10 to 12. So for example, in science, you need a Science 10 is considered a grade 10 level science, and then you need to have that completed before you move to the grade 11 science, like biology 20, chemistry 20, or physics 20. And the Rutherford Scholarship, excuse me, students can qualify for the Rutherford Scholarship starting in grade 10. So students who wish to receive this scholarship should aim for the average ranges listed above starting in their grade 10 year. And students can apply for this scholarship once they intend to enroll in a post-secondary education program full-time. Thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Sean Sommer. I am a counselor and an English instructor at Bedfacey High School, and I have the pleasure to talk to you about the English stream. So the English 10-1 stream is for the avid reader. That is the person who has a passion for reading and a penchant for writing. It's the type of student who likes to look closely at literature and look at theme and symbolism and all that stuff that English teachers absolutely love. The 10-2 stream is more for the reluctant reader. If there are some difficulties and struggles with some of the skills in the English language arts, the 10-2 stream will probably be for you. And finally, the 10-4 stream is for the student who is typically about 3 grade levels behind, also known as the Knowledge and Employability course. All right, I look forward to discussing any of the questions you may have afterwards. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to talk to you about the most wonderful subject of all, mathematics. If I can get the right slide. There we go. Now, mathematics is quite a bit different than some of the other subject areas in that really when you're choosing the correct sequence for your mathematics in high school, what you want to do is decide or have an idea of what your post-secondary or post-high school goals are. So we have 4 sequences in mathematics. There's a -1 sequence, Now, dash one sequence, you can see on to the right-hand side, is for students who are thinking that after high school, you want to go to a university or college program that requires mathematics, requires calculus. So sometimes we call that sequence a pre-calculus course. So you're thinking engineering, business, math, sciences, something like that. We also have a dash two sequence. That mathematics dash two sequence is also for university and college-bound students. So this is the difference between social and English and social and English dash one, dash two, and mathematics, in that you can still go to university in a dash two sequence. But the types of programs that you go to would be nursing, the arts, the humanities, elementary education. So post-secondary university programs that don't require calculus. So a lot of people, when they come into high school, a lot of students and parents think, oh, I want my son or daughter, or I want to go into university, so I need to take dash one. It's really key that you have an idea of where you want to go in terms of that post-secondary path, whether you want to go into the dash one or the dash two program, because they're both college and university bound programs. Now, some of you might not know right off the bat what program you want to go into, so that's why we have Mathematics 10C, or a combined course at the grade 10 level. So it gives you an extra year in grade 10 to kind of decide which program is best for you, dash one, dash two. Now, if you're planning on going into the trades or directly into the workforce, there's a sequence of mathematics that's designed specifically for that. So it gives you the mathematics that you need to go into carpentry, or to be a baker, or to go into cosmetology, those types of things. That's the dash three sequence. And you start at that in grade 10 with Mathematics 10-3. There's also a knowledge and employability sequence for the dash four for those students that are planning on getting their certificate of completion. So you can see there's lots of arrows back and forth between the dash one and dash two, giving you lots of options to go back and forth if you're not sure which post-secondary stream, but you know that you want to go to university or college. But if you're in the dash three, once you're in the 20-3, if you change your mind and you say, I want to go to university, then you have to go back through Mathematics 10C in order to go through the dash one or dash two programs. I'm sure you have lots of questions about math. I'll be at the table at the end, and I'll be able to answer any of the questions that you have. Thanks.
Good evening. I'm Kathy Allen, and I am proud to be the principal of Salisbury Composite High School. And I think science is the best subject. So now you're going to hear everybody saying that they love what they do. That is the really cool part of high school. You're going to be able to explore some things at a different level that you might not have had the chance to in junior high. In science, you're going to have the opportunity to choose from 3 different grade 10 courses: Science 10, Science 14, and Science 10-4. So on the chart, you can see that there are dashed lines and there are solid lines. So there is lots of opportunity for you to go, I've changed my mind. I have a different career idea. I have something interesting to me in post-secondary. And so there's lots of opportunity to navigate around back and forth as you are planning between grade 10 and 11 and between grade 11 and 12. There are differences, of course, in Math 10 and Science 10 and Science 14. Those are questions that I would be happy to help you with, and I've got some colleagues that will be joining me outside at the science table, so come by and have a visit. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is TJ Kennard, and I'm proud to be the principal of Andrews School. My colleague, Mr. Sommer, before me did a pretty good job, excellent job actually, showing the pathways in English, and social is very similar. I would add that in addition to being an excellent reader in the dash one stream, you should also be an excellent writer in the dash stream. The diploma exam at the end of the 30-1 course it's a pretty high expectation for an essay, whereas the dash two stream, there's more assignments, but they're much simpler. You should also be more skilled at reading comprehension to be in the -1 stream than the -2 stream. One more little blurb on the 20-4 students. So those are students who are formerly K&E students or modified, and they're looking, again, for that certificate of achievement rather than a diploma. That's it. Thank you.
It's always so nice when it works. Good evening, and I am very proud to be the principal at Lamont High School, so I'd like to also kind of give a wave out to Lamont because we are live streaming tonight out to Lamont, so hi to all the parents out there and to Fort High. So tonight I'm speaking about the fine arts. As you can see from the chart that you have, it's not quite as lined up as some of the other courses. Fine arts are wonderful, as is math, and I guess all the courses. And I guess fine arts will also allow a little more for creativity, for passion, for innovation. All high schools in Elk Island Public offer a lot of choice and great programs and a variety of fine art options. Fine art courses can be used for both post-secondary entrance and Rutherford Scholarship requirements, as well as regular credits to attain your high school diploma. So some of the options are listed above: the art, choral music, dance, drama, instrumental music, and I think that fine arts offer just a lot of creativity and variety in programming for high school students. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Miss MJ Nam, and I'm the proud principal of our Dawson Junior Senior High. I've been asked to speak about second languages and, of course, the importance of second language. Second languages, you can begin at the grade 10 level, even if you have not taken French or German or Spanish. So that's the joy of starting off in high school. Why take that second language? Second languages you can use as part of the Rutherford Scholarship. It can also take the place of one of your core subjects in many of the post-secondary entrance requirements. So I hope to see you take that second language as you go into your high school career. Our Dawson Junior Senior is also the site for the French Immersion High School, so we look forward to seeing you there for that too.
All right. Similar to my fellow colleagues up here in their subject levels or areas, I am extremely passionate about physical education and being active. So I'm here to talk about physical education, and after this one about athletics. So my name is Grant Melnick, and I've been teaching in Elk Island Public Schools for the past 8 years. Currently, I am the athletic director and teacher at Salisbury High School. One of the Alberta Education's requirements to graduate is for students to have a minimum of 3 credits in Physical Education 10. There are different options for taking PE 10 in Elk Island. If students take it every day, they earn 5 credits. Or there are other options where PE is taken every other day for 3 credits. Outside of the mandatory PE 10, our schools offer students an awesome variety of options to stay active. PE 20 and 30 expand on PE 10 and give students opportunities to try new sports and activities. A few examples of these are camping, curling, wall climbing, and cycling, to just name a few of the fun activities we plan for our students to experience. There are also 3 levels of personal fitness, sports medicine, wellness, and yoga. These options give students the knowledge to create their own personal training programs and a chance to learn about the body and create strategies to maintain a healthy lifestyle. There we go. And on to athletics. Elk Island Public Schools is known around the province for their excellence in athletics. The high level of experienced and knowledgeable coaches allow our athletic programs to run at an elite level. The slide illustrates many of the sports our schools have to offer. Grade 10s are in an awesome position. Most of our sports have a junior team made up of grade 10 and 11s, as well as a senior team. This provides students with a great opportunity to be a part of a team in grade 10. New sports not offered in junior high are swimming, rugby, wrestling, soccer, curling, and cheerleading. Getting involved with athletics is a great way to create experiences and memories and friendships that will last a lifetime. Being on a team also helps develop teamwork and leadership skills that transfer very nicely into the workplace. One of our goals as athletic departments is to develop well-rounded individuals that are well prepared for life after high school. Thank you for your time, and I strongly encourage you to get involved in your school.
Good evening, I'm Fred Rempel. I'm a CTS and off-campus teacher here at Strathcona Christian Academy, and I'm also a consultant with our district with off-campus. Some of my most profound moments as a teacher have been in off-campus learning opportunities that students have had, whether it's a student out on an acreage taking care of a wounded horse, or perhaps one observing a science class in grade 4, or even a RAP student learning how to frame up a house. These are all examples of opportunities that students have in our off-campus program. Now, I know that you're parents here as well. I'm a parent, and in fact, those 3 examples I gave are ones of my own children, so I'm a true believer in off-campus education. So off-campus education, those are opportunities, again, offered at all our high schools and also throughout the summer through Next Step School. It allows students to explore pathways, different career pathways, and get work experience, whether it is to, again, explore a pathway or to even just gain basic skills like coming to work on time and managing your money, learning certain things that need to be done at a job. And those are pretty powerful experiences. They can be paid or they can be voluntary. So a voluntary position might be at a camp, might be in a classroom, might be in a school library. So there are opportunities like that. Each student begins with an HCS 3000. It's a safety course so that our kids are all able to identify hazards on the work site. And students may also earn up to 15 credits towards their high school diploma through off-campus education. So examples, we've got the first and most basic one would be work experience. And these are jobs that a student would hold starting at 7 in the morning and going till 10 at night. Now, there are situations like perhaps a baker where you would start at an earlier time than that, but they would work a minimum of 75 hours through a semester or a school term to complete a program. Students can also apply and become part of the registered apprenticeship program, earning up to 40 credits at the 30 level and hours towards their Blue Book apprenticeship. And so that's a really neat opportunity. And finally, those with an agricultural bent might be involved in the Green Certificate program. Here we have mentors who provide on-the-farm training for students, as well as equestrian centers where students perhaps would have a passion with horses. Students, again, will earn up to 16 credits in the program and an agricultural certificate called a technician certificate through Alberta Agriculture. And finally, a couple of sort of specialty partnerships that work experience has would be with the military. And so we have from time to time students who are in the reserves and can earn work experience credits. And also the health internship program where students apply to and are given opportunities to work in health clinics, in care facilities, and in hospitals. And that is a great jumping point for those that are interested in getting into the medical field. So if you have any questions about off-campus education, I'll just be out there after the program. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Barclay Spady. I'm the very proud principal of Vegreville Composite High, and I'll speak with you briefly about the Career and Technology Study courses, or most commonly referred to as CTS. These are courses that are very much a combination of practical and theory. So all of the courses that are listed, and these are just a few, are very much hands-on. So students are engaged with these activities and are building skills. So they're all skill related. The benefit to the CTS piece is not only is it hands-on, these fill part of your graduation requirements, are also used for Rutherford scholarships, and depending on the pathway, can be used for university entrance as well. There's different levels, the 10, 20, and 30 level that exist. Some courses only are offered at the 20 and 30 level. Some are only at the 10 and 20 level. And some have prerequisites and some don't. It really depends on the stream or the pathway that you're going into. The good part is there are, 27 different streams that you can go into, potentially at any given school. The other piece is when you get into the grade 11 and grade 12 areas, you could take a 10 credit class. So you could take, for example, cosmetology all morning long or all afternoon, or construction all morning or all afternoon, and so forth. So there is a lot of benefit to those hands-on courses. And the last piece is, depending on some of the individual modules or credits, you do get accreditation in them. So for example would be the first aid course, so that you would be certified at the completion of that particular module. And each of these are essentially access to 25 hours. So some students move along much quicker and finish the course potentially earlier, and others just work a little bit slower, but they still get a good chunk of their credits. And so if you have any questions about the CTS, I'll gladly chat with you outside. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Sunny Sandhu, principal of Next Step Schools. It's my pleasure to talk to you about alternative programs within the division. First off, French immersion. Students in a French immersion program in Fort Saskatchewan or Sherwood Heights are able to continue with their immersion studies. This program is available at our Dawson Senior High. Advanced placement. Advanced placement is an enrichment program which offers students university-level material alongside their high school courses. At the end of each course, an AP exam is written, which can earn students university credit in high school. This program is offered at Bev Facey. Honors programming encourages students to extend themselves beyond the minimum requirements of the regular academic course program. Students are able to participate in a challenging academic environment. This is offered at our Dawson, Fort High, and SCA for math and science. International Baccalaureate, aka IB, program is a 2-year course of study offering a comprehensive, rigorous approach to learnings in grade 11 and 12. Students taking IB courses take both the Alberta Education and the IB curricula. This program is available at Salisbury. Next Step. Next Step supports students when they are needing a different experience than a traditional high school setting in finding success. Next Step combines online with direct one-to-one teacher support. A flexible schedule is available. Many students have a dual enrollment with Next Step and the local high school. This is available in the communities of Vegreville, Fort Saskatchewan, and Sherwood Park. Summer school is available during the month of July for students in a classroom setting for all academic grade 11 and 12 courses. We at Next Step also offer complementary courses like Career and Life Management and Physical Education for grade 9 students moving into grade 10. Taking summer school has the benefit of increased course flexibility as students move into the next grade level. Christian Education is a program delivering instruction with a Christian perspective. Staff are committed Christians who support the Academy's mission. This program is offered here at Strathcona Christian Academy. Like the other presenters, we also have a table set out, so please come visit us and ask questions. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Paul Pallister, and I am the proud principal at Bev Facey Community High School. As you see in the screen behind me, we're talking right now about the MyPass program, or the sign-up that you are asked to do with the Alberta government. There's many important reasons for students to have a MyPass account, as noted on the slide. For students entering grade 10, this is a good idea for you to sign up, as it will give you a detailed academic record of where you are in your high school program. It's very similar to a report card. To sign up for MyPass, it's very easy. You go to the Alberta Education website, where you need your Alberta school number, an email, and a correct mailing address. Once you go into the program and give all that information out, an email will come back to you, as well as a physical letter, which then allows you to go to the final stage of enrolling for your MyPass. Open house dates. We're encouraging all of you to attend the school open houses that are of interest to you, as this decision that's made by parents and the student is an important first step in a young person's high school career. The open house is designed by each school to share with you what they offer while giving you a chance to meet the staff and have your specific questions answered about that school. There are many wonderful opportunities and fantastic educators awaiting you in each of our high schools. The boundary exemption process. Remember that all students are automatically placed in their designated high school. Requests, however, to attend a different school are required before that April 7th deadline. The form for you, if you're interested in this, can be found on the EIPS website. And this form is to be submitted to the desired school, the school in which you wish to attend, in print form or via email, again before April 7th. No reason for a boundary request is required on this form. Families then will subsequently be contacted by the host school by April 12th with a decision on the boundary request. And finally, it's my pleasure to bring this short evening of information to a close. There's been a lot coming at you. A lot of it you may have already been aware of. Well, we do obviously hope that you learned something new from our presentation. On behalf of Superintendent Lagori and all of the educators here and all of the speakers tonight, we thank you for your time and for your attention. As mentioned by many of the speakers in the foyer, the presenters, as well as other EIPS staff, will be available to answer your questions. Thank you again.